From the towers of stone by the crystalline sea, the knights of the blue ride to set the world free. Dol Amroth awakes as the morning turns pale, with the sign of the Swan and a faith that won't fail. Imrahil the Noble of the blood of the high, with the lore of the west and a clear steady eye. In his veins flows the sea blood of Númenórean's race, with the starlight of elves in the lines of his face. 700 knights in their armor of white marched into the east to encounter the night. They came to the city of sevenfold stone when the people were weary and standing alone. Midst a steward in madness and a captain in pain, he stood as a pillar through shadow and rain, the leader of Gondor when the council was lost, holding the ramparts at whatever the cost. Prince Imrahil, the silver-winged swan, who carries the hope of the coming of dawn. Lord of the coastline with eyes like the sun, whose work for the kingdom is never quite done. Honor of old and a spirit of steel, the night that no darkness could ever make kneel. On the red bloody field when the charge was all through, he found the white lady of pale golden hue. He held up his vambrace, his steel polished bright, to the lips of fair even in the fading of light. He saw the faint mist, the soft flicker of breath, saving the maiden from the shadow of death. Without his keen eye and his noble concern, the flower of Rohan would never return. He looked to the river, to the ships in the bay, where the enemy thought they had won the dark day. But he saw the great banner of the king who was sought, and the courage of ages in his spirit was wrought. The first to pay homage, the first to be true, recognizing the king that the prophecy knew. He rode with Elissar to the black gate of dread, with the living behind and the ghosts of the dead. When the throne was restored and the shadow had fled, and the sun rose again on the fields of the dead, he went back to his shores, to the wind and the salt, a noble whose spirit knew never a halt. His name is still sung in the ports of the south, a word of great beauty in every man's mouth. The bardo falls silent, the chronicle ends, of the prince who was truest of brothers and friends. The swan is in flight, the sea gives its cry, the prince of the south is as bright as the sky. Imrahil